Confidence is not a thing that we develop by only thinking. Confidence is a natural feeling that we develop by constantly showing up for ourselves every single day. So hey guys, I'm Sanya Singh Rathore, I'm 19-year-old. Today I'm going to talk about how to become confident, and also I'm going to give you personal life example that will definitely help you to become more natural and more confident. So let's get started with me. By wearing luxury dresses, behaving in a certain way, and using some slangs and behave in cool way and posting some random pictures on social media, we think that is a confidence. That is not confidence. That is a temporary pleasure you are going to give yourself by doing this kind of thing. On the other hand, real confidence isn't loud. It builds in silence. When you exactly show up for yourself every single day, you're not going to prove your word to people that I'm doing that kind of stuff, so in your eyes I'm confident. That is not confidence. That is, you are just going to chase other people approval. Okay, so confidence is not how other people perceive us. It's all about you. Actually, natural confidence develops when you do work for yourself, when you work for your goal, when you don't break your promise, and you show up for yourself even when you don't feel good. You are constantly working for yourself because you know that emotions and feelings are temporary, and because of those feelings, you are not going to give up from your goal, and that makes you exactly more attractive and more confident. It comes from you. You don't need to seek it outside through outer world. That is already exists inside of you. So when you do something meaningful every single day, even 1%, you actually feel more confident without even prove your word to people. That makes you unique and more attractive. Let me explain you one thing. Like, you have a goals. It could be anything: becoming singer, writer, and police officer, and army officer, and teacher, doctor, whatsoever. No matter. But having goals and not working for them doesn't make you confidence. Like, you have goal, you know that I want to become that kind of person. But you're constantly scrolling through reels. You're constantly talking to your friends. And you are not giving importance to your work. You are not, taking your life seriously, and you're just constantly seeking auto validation for yourself. So that's like make you weak from inside, and so therefore you chase outer things to make you feel more confident and behaving that kind of way. Let me give you a personal life example. So when I wanted to become content creator, I used to think like everything is easy. By making videos and consistently posting on YouTube, that makes sense, and I'm successful content creator. But I realized imaginary world and real world is different from each other. When time came to make video front of camera, so when I used to speak front of camera, I was like, oh my god, I have a lots of things to tell people, but now I'm feeling like stuck. I can't make video. I will do it later, and I will make video when I will feel confident. So these kind of things I used to do because there was fear inside of my mind, fear of speaking front of camera, and I used to feel hesitate on that time. So instead of facing that kind of fear, I used to do procrastinate a lot. Then I realized one thing: if I will not face my fear, so I will never feel more confident, never. And days were passing, and I was constantly making excuses. But one day I decided to make video, and I told myself that no matter what will happen, if I will fail, it's okay, and if I will pass, it's okay. No matter what will happen, I'm going to accept, because I know that regret is very scary than anything else in my life. So I don't want to regret. I don't want to feel like I didn't do anything for my goal, so I have to do. So I faced my fear, and after making 10 videos on YouTube, I felt like, oh my god, my fear disappeared, hesitation disappeared. Then I realized like why taking action is so much important, because thinking and doing both are different from each other. By constantly thinking about our goals and by imagining that kind of person we want to become will not change our life, will not make us confident until we take action. So we have to take action. We have to face our fear first, and we have to manage our schedule every single day. So by taking action, we are going to become more confident. So real confidence and fake confidence both are different from each other. Fake confidence only give us a little pleasure, but real confidence it's already exists within us. When we take action, when we show up for ourselves every single day. So when we exactly face our fear, when we sit down with uncertainty, when we face uncomfortable feeling, and when we ask to question ourselves, what is exactly going in my mind? Fear is only exist inside of mind. When we take action, so our fear is going to disappear, because our mind wants to keep us safe. So when we take a step out of our comfort zone, so it's feel unfamiliar and uncomfortable. Therefore, it's always want to keep us in our comfort zone. So we have to deal first with our fear. And real confidence only exists is inside of us. We don't need to seek it outside. It is our natural state. Fear, limiting belief, and uncertainty, this is just a taste from God, that God wants to make us strong, that how much we are strong and how we are going to show up for ourselves every single day. So no matter what you feel, just take a step for yourself every single day, even you don't feel good about yourself, because feelings and emotion are going to disappear one day, because this is temporary. But regret is more scary than anything, because remember one thing, that every successful people feel first these kind of emotions. They are just dealing with this kind of thing, but they never give up. They show up for themselves every single day, and that's what makes them different from anyone else. So you have to take step for yourself, and you have to work for yourself, and you will see that your confidence will arise automatically more and more, and you will feel good about yourself every single day. So take a step, even 1%, your 1% makes sense. You are star of your life, and without ups and downs life feels so boring. And we all want some kind of interesting thing and drama in our life. So make your success unique. Your success story will be unique for everyone, and your today's struggle is going to become biggest motivation of someone else. So keep doing, never give up, and remember your confidence will automatically rise when you will work for yourself, when you will work for your goal and will show up for yourself. So now you have to decide, do you want real confidence and do you want temporary confidence? That is totally depend on you. Choice is yours. All the best.